Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Spy Family, you guys. I can't tell you how happy I am to be watching this show today. The show is my whole heart, and last episode was amazing, like all the others, and I just cannot wait to get into whatever it is that they have in store for us today. I will briefly get into my lingering thoughts. I feel like I pretty much wrapped up everything I wanted to say last time, but I'll just kind of briefly go over it because I always do before we jump into the next one. But before I do that, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still, thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you're joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, guys, first things first, I got a new shirt for my birthday. I don't think you can see the whole thing, but I'll try to adjust myself a little bit so you can see it. But Anya's way down there on the bottom. Yeah, sorry, you can't really see her in the frame because she's kind of like towards the bottom of the shirt. But I got a new Spy Family shirt for my birthday, which I thought I would wear today because it's very fitting. And oh guys, last time was so much fun. The whole thing with the like the arts and crafts class project thing as like one of Anya's little missions to try and get closer to Damien that like doesn't really work, but at the same time it kind of does. It kind of depends on how you look at it, because Damien on the surface is just giving a lot of pushback, but we all kind of know how he's really feeling. And I gotta imagine that the more Anya does sweet things to try and like help him, even if they don't always help, that's gotta be just like, she's gotta be like worming her way more and more and more into his affections, like whether he likes to admit it or not. But on the surface, of course, it doesn't exactly look like a win. So that was very fun. I love the reasoning for why they did so well. The fact that the adults just like completely misinterpreted like the whole point of that, and it was just epic. It was really, really fun. I love the side stories too. I don't know if they're going to be doing like that kind of format throughout. Like I feel like that's what, the second or third time that they've done a story where, you know, we've had like a couple of like little stories in one. So if they do that, great. I thought they were a lot of fun. But you know, maybe they were just trying to like fill up some time. I'm not really sure, but whatever the case is, you guys, I am very, very excited to jump into the next one. So without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we get started on the next episode of Spy Family? Let's do this. Really? Okay. Oh, she's not worried. She absolutely has. Okay, Anya, that face is very scary. Even the other person in the room looks very scared. Mr. Moon is out already. What is it? Hi, Buns. Hi, puppy. Look at him walking around. Why? What's going on with Mr. Moon? What? Hang on, what? Wow, really? She won't be able to read minds. Does it work like that? Also, he's like, oh my god, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. Yay! He did it! He didn't show us exactly what we want to see, but and we're good. And we're good. We had a nice meal and we're getting okay. There it is. There it is. Really? They haven't really interacted much at all. She doesn't know what to make of him. Oh, I hope they get along well. Oh, he is, well, it's, oh, wow. Oh, look at all the things going through his mind, though. That's gonna be a lot for her. Yeah, little too much at once. This is pretty Waka Waka. I'm so proud. Oh, she could hear you. Oh, he's jealous. He's jealous. You're gonna make a good impression, and then you're gonna win him over. We did too well. We did too well. Yeah. I don't think he's going to be able to resist that. There it is. There's the hearts. And Pearl's scooter. Aww. Aww. Well played. Act like you're doing it for Mom, and you will win him over. Yeah, really help her understand. Oh. He's helping her with her homework, not the other way around. Oh. But you're her uncle. So he threw himself into studying. He was focused specifically on your. And then on, well, not an actual leash though, but yeah. But maybe she understands it, just doesn't know what to call it. I guess not. Aww. And he's back. He will never ever miss out on a meal. Oh, and he's barfing. He's barfing. Bond, don't eat it, Bond. Don't do it, Bond. It's not worth it. Oh, she's thinking back and like, I could have helped more. Bond, I know you're not eating that. I know you're not about to make yourself sick. Oh, dear. Okay, I just dealt with a sick dog, and I can't handle seeing that. Aww. So she actually doesn't need to be studying that. Okay. No leash is power. Well, it has something to do with a dog getting bigger, so there's that. So they're very strict about that, even though there's a lot of money going through that school. I wouldn't put it past Lloyd to try and sneak in here in disguise. Well, oh, well now, that's how he sees her, like, ah. What? He's not being very... What? No kidding. Oh, we're just gonna break. Okay, it's very dangerous. It's not going super well. Oh. So Lloyd is kind of covering for him. Who is he there to tamper with? Hey, it's that guy. Wow, he's actually... Nice. Lloyd is so prepared. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, 2 student numbers. Really? He's clearly looking at his hand. Oh, that's not gonna work. Did he just... There's no way. Lloyd's gotta be just going with it, right? Yeah. Let him think that he... Oh my lord, this guy is a mess. Yeah, about that. And you're gonna autograph it, wow. Oops. I mean, it was begging for a yell. This is gonna get ugly. Oh, he's out for fame. He's out for fame. Daybreak. He wants to make a name for himself. This is his first mission, you know, word of mouth and all that. What? Huh? Okay. Interesting. Okay. I wonder if maybe she'll have gotten a good grade and he'll be surprised. Is it a good grade? Is he going to be totally shocked that she studied really hard and got a good grade? She already knows because she read his mind. 213. But we didn't fail, right? Yeah, that's all that really matters. So, no bolts. And did she do that all on her own? 'Cause she didn't fail? All of them added together. See? She did well. She wants those head pats, please. Shock. Okay, what is going on with Daybreak? I can't believe they would even let him in there in the first place. That was totally on them. Whoever... All right, guys, that was so much fun. Okay, so we got a huge bit of info in this one, and that's that Anya's powers don't work during an eclipse. So I don't know what that is about, if they will ever explain it, or if it's important whatsoever. But like, that's the most we've gotten about her powers since we found out. Well, since we found out that she can't be around like big groups of negativity. So that was like a really big deal, I feel like, to find out more about her powers. And I wonder if we'll like, I kind of assumed that the focus of like how she got the powers and how they worked and everything was not going to be like a big main focus. And I don't think it is, but I do wonder if we'll get like more tidbits over time about how it works. And maybe if we'll get the same thing for Bond, because Bond was experimented on as well. And we don't really know, you know, too many details about that. I did also love how he was just here, just hanging out, just watching the studying going on. And also, oh my God. Okay. So yes, my dog has been ill and I'm sorry, but absolutely not. I cannot see Bond eating the bad food and then getting sick. Poor Bond. In fact, she's laying in here. She's in pretty much the same position. You can't see her. She's off camera, but poor Bond. I love how Yuri was like out of there and he was like, I've been summoned. Was just right back in there to get every last morsel of that food, if you want to call it that. I'm proud of Anya. I think Anya's come really far. And, you know, it's funny, that whole thing with Yuri being like, you know, he's obviously like pretty fixated on his sister. If there's one thing you could take away from that in Anya's position, I feel like it's that, you know, you're going to work harder if you kind of have a goal in mind and a motivation. And we know she's been working really hard for the sake of Lloyd's mission. But now she actually has some experience to draw upon as well and say, you know, if I had been able to read really well, or if I had been able to, or not read, but tell time, if I had been able to, you know, blah, 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 how much more could I have helped with the mission? So I feel like maybe that did help her a little bit, and that it kind of helped her to have something to focus on specifically when she's doing this. I'm just proud that like I mean, that is a huge deal for her to have even ranked and not failed. So no bolts, no Stellas either, but no bolts. I think that warrants celebration. I don't think Lloyd saw it that way. Yor was like, well, if you add up all the scores. I don't know if that's how it works, but she's very supportive, and I love her for that. I would love to see more interaction between Yuri and Anya. It's interesting to me that like he kind of sees her as like an extension of Lloyd and like it's competition for Yor's affection. Yet at the same time, like when she was very smart to get in there and be like, oh, hey, I want to do this for Mama because I love Mommy's like, wow, she really is devoted. Like I can get on board with that. So I feel like it's not a total lost cause. It's just going to be this very, you know, and it's funny because going into it, I was even thinking like maybe making him feel more like he's a part of this family. Like, hey, you're the uncle, you're coming in to help. Maybe that will like help him feel a little bit less, like jealous and jilted. But no, I think he's just pretty fixated on Yor and is not going to be happy until he has her all to himself. So that's kind of where that is. But yeah, our baby girl did great. And I knew as soon as like I saw them walking the results into that vault, I'm like, oh my God, how much you want to bet Lloyd is going to go in there and try. And we know from the beginning of the series that he's been very careful about not doing anything overt, tampering wise, to, you know, to make it look too suspicious. But I love that not only did he have to not do anything to Anya's grades, but he ended up helping the other spy for the East because he was so incompetent. Like, I don't know if we'll ever see Daybreak again, but Daybreak was like, I was half waiting for there to be a twist or something, because I can't believe they would just send somebody in who is like that. And Lloyd having to like correct all his mistakes every step of the way because he's got to take care of his mission too. He can't have his mission interrupted by someone else's, you know, mistakes. But boy, Daybreak was... So now I guess Daybreak is no longer with that organization. So I don't know what exactly it was about. You know, Lloyd had mentioned, like, is this somebody working for a rival of the Desmonds? Like, but it sounded like he was working for, like, the country. So, yeah, again, totally on them because, like, how did you not know sending him in the field would be a bad idea? So yeah, guys, I think they dropped some interesting stuff on us as well as just giving us another super fun, happy, sweet, wholesome adventure that we have come to know and love from this show. So I loved it. I had a blast with it. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. And please don't leave me on this because you know there's going to be way more excitement, wholesomeness, and just like the sweetness that just leaves me in tears. So I will most definitely need your help. So please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.